Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We'd like to call the meeting of the Rutherford County Benefits and Insurance Committee to order. And the first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of the last meeting. Do we have a motion? Ms. Hickerson, a second from Mr. Sandvig. Anyone have any corrections or additions? If not, all of you in favor of that, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. That's carried. Mrs. Stinson, give us a report on our financial condition, please.
Yes, sir. We'll begin with Fund 264, and I'd like to advise the committee that today's meeting may be short, but I would come to next time to settle in because we'll begin our premium discussions and other things that will affect 2017, so it will be likely a very lengthy meeting. So, but beginning with the month of January, for Fund 264, our per employee per month for our self-funded claims ended at $913, compared to prior year of $791, with a year-to-date average of $960, compared to prior year of $888. Combining our on-site medical clinic with our self-funded claims, our per employee per month increases to $955, compared to prior year of $837, with a year-to-date of $1,002 compared to prior year of $921. And although we are down, I would like to remind the committee that average medical trend is 8 to 10%, so that's not reflective of what you may see in premiums because we will have to build that medical trend into future rates as well. So, on Fund 266, beginning at the end of January, we're at $353,596 compared to prior year of $397,271.
Okay, does anyone have any questions of clarification for Mrs. Stinson? Okay, that's a fairly steady, routine report, we believe. All right, if there's no further questions there, then we are ready for Mr. Good to give us a report on our workers' comp and OJI.
Good afternoon. I'd like to report in the month of January that we had a total of 15 accidents that required medical attention. You'll see the breakdown that there in front of you. Since this is reported for January and OSHA is done on a calendar year, you'll notice that that total for the year-to-date is also 15. Of those injuries, 6 of them were OSHA recordable, 3 of them required restricted days, 2 lost time days, and 1 other. As you look at the next page, you'll notice that we'll compare this year to the 2 previous years. And notice it's just about the same as what it was for the previous year, but we're down from 2 years ago, so that's a good indication of where we're starting off this year. Next page, however, when you look at the incurred dollars, we're about where we were 2 years ago than where we are last year, so that just lets you know that it does somewhat fluctuate. And so as you look at the report, then you'll notice that of the 15 claims, the incurred dollars were $31,686. Of the 15, 6 of them were with the Board of Education, and the incurred dollars there are $17,636. And the county had the remaining 9, $14,050 incurred. And then the last page of your report, you'll notice where those 9 were in the county general. Also, during the last meeting, I reported that OSHA is planning a visit. They were actually planned to visit the county on March 8th. That's been revised as of this morning. They called and rescheduled it to March 22nd. So we've got a couple more weeks there to do some audits around the county. I've also sent out an email to all the department heads notifying them of that, and also a checklist of where they can use that checklist to audit their individual departments for the upcoming visit. Are there any questions?
Hey, if there are no questions, Mr. Good, that's a good report. Thank you very much. Right, so continuing on, Mrs. Perrin will tell us about our wellness program.
Hi, our Know Your Numbers, number 3, we had, for the January, wanted to give you a little update on that. We had 38 help tickets opened and researched, and of that, we've refunded 9 people back that we've found they actually were in compliance. So down at the bottom, your updated number, 430 people are getting their deduction out of 4,845 eligible members. The spring training, our first quarter group activity, the registration is complete. We have 59 people that have signed up for that. The one-on-one coaching through the MedPoint Clinic, we had 5 new cases open, 60 follow-up visits for a total of 65 consults in January. The Know Your Numbers Year 4 is ongoing right now. We have from January 1st to September 30th, 2016 to take the online health risk assessment at mycigna.com, as well as do the fasting screening at MedPoint Clinic or physician of your choice. If you go outside of the MedPoint Clinic, though, you have to take responsibility for getting your form sent to Cigna. Our Wellness on Wheels program will continue throughout the county. Our Life Services monthly webinar for March is Lights Out, Getting Your Z's. It will be available on demand on March 15th at the Life Services website. And the spring training activity will begin on March 7th and go through March 18th. Anybody have any questions?
Mrs. Barnes.
Karen, how often will you send a reminder to our employees about the Know Your Numbers Year 4 to keep them abreast of what they need to do so we don't miss anybody?
We can actually send out as often as you'd like. Usually we put something in every monthly wellness newsletter. We send something in, the open enrollment package is in the past, but since we've moved that up, we can discuss if we would like to send a postcard to people's homes or if we want to send emails out quarterly, or, I mean, it's really up to you guys what you feel like would be best.
What is your thoughts, Ms. Barnes, on frequency?
I think at least quarterly, a big announcement. We can send it via email to our employees, and I'll again send it through my school principals to catch those people who may not check their emails periodically or frequently, to make sure that they know that too. But quarterly would be a good suggestion, I think.
We can do that.
We've also allocated funds in next budget year for a postcard mailing, so we will be able to do that as well if we feel it's necessary, depending on what the completion percentage is.
Other questions for Ms. Perrin? Okay, if not, then thank you very much. Okay, Mrs. Stinson, the next agenda item is request for bid approval, so tell us about that request.
We're requesting approval to bid our life, long-term disability, and short-term disability benefits. Currently, our life insurance is with the Hartford, and our short-term and long-term disability benefits is with Cigna. Those current contracts expire at the end of 2016, so we're requesting to go to bid for those product lines.
Okay, so that's the request. It's a simple request. How often do we have to do this?
We generally do it every 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years, so it's time to do those again.
Sir.
Okay, we need a motion to approve the bidding process for life, long-term disability, and short-term disability. Mr. Russell, and we have a second from, all right, Ms. Hickerson and others there I see as well. Anyone have any questions about that? If not, all of you in favor of that, please say aye. Aye. All right, that motion carried. All right. So don't be spoiled by this short meeting.
That's
is what
right.
she's telling you. I guess we've had enough of the other kind that you're just sort of happy that this one, we've had a little bit of a break, you might say.
That's how we keep them showing up. We keep throwing a short one in there every now and then.
Okay, anyone else have any other business they want to bring before the committee today? If not, then we are adjourned. Thank you very much.